Have you ever noticed how a simple stumble or a heavy grocery bag feels a bit tougher to handle than it used to? Maybe you've caught yourself wondering if your bones are as strong as they once were. It's a question that creeps up as we age, especially after 60, when our bodies start reminding us that time is ticking. But here's the good news: you don't have to just sit back and let your bones weaken. There are simple, natural ways to keep them strong, and it starts with what's on your plate. Today, we're diving into 3 foods that can naturally strengthen your bones, helping you stay active, confident, and ready to enjoy every moment of life. These aren't fancy supplements or hard-to-find superfoods. They're things you can pick up at your local grocery store and start eating today. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk about how to keep your bones sturdy and your spirit soaring. First, let's think about why this matters. As we get older, our bones naturally lose density. It's like the framework of a house settling over time. If you don't maintain it, things can start to creak or even crack. For many of us, that shows up as a fear of falling, a nagging ache in our joints, or even a diagnosis like osteoporosis that makes us feel a little more fragile than we'd like. But food is one of the most powerful tools we have to fight back. The right nutrients can act like a construction crew, reinforcing your bones and keeping them resilient. Calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, these are the building blocks, and certain foods are packed with them in a way that your body loves. What's even better? These foods aren't just good for your bones, they're delicious and can make you feel great all over. Let's start with the first food that's going to give your bones a boost: leafy greens. Now, I know what you might be thinking: spinach, kale, collard greens. They sound like something you'd push to the side of your plate. But hear me out. These greens are like nature's multivitamin for your bones. They're loaded with calcium, which is the main ingredient your bones need to stay dense and strong. Just 1 cup of cooked collard greens has about as much calcium as a glass of milk, and it comes with a bonus of vitamin K, which helps lock that calcium into your bones where it belongs. I remember my neighbor, Betty, who's 68 and swears by her daily kale smoothie. She used to worry about her balance, but now she's out walking her dog every morning, full of energy. She blends kale with a banana and some almond milk, and she says it's like drinking a little bit of youth. You don't have to go that far if smoothies aren't your thing. Try tossing some spinach into a soup or sautéing collards with a bit of garlic and olive oil. It's simple, it's tasty, and your bones will thank you. What makes leafy greens so special is how easy they are to work into your day. You don't need to overhaul your diet or spend hours in the kitchen. If you're someone who loves a good salad, throw in a handful of arugula or watercress for a peppery kick. If you're more of a comfort food person, mix some chopped kale into your mashed potatoes or a casserole. The key is to make it a habit, even if it's just a small serving a day. And here's a little tip: pair those greens with a healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado, to help your body absorb the nutrients better. It's like giving your bones a VIP pass to all the good stuff. Now, leafy greens are just the beginning, but they set the stage for how simple changes can make a big difference. Let's keep this momentum going and talk about another food that's going to strengthen your bones even more. If leafy greens are the foundation, then fatty fish is like the steel beams that give your bones extra support. Think salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These are the heavy hitters when it comes to bone health. Why? Because they're packed with vitamin D, which is like the key that unlocks calcium's potential. You can eat all the calcium-rich foods in the world, but without vitamin D, your body struggles to use it effectively. Fatty fish also bring omega-3 fatty acids to the table, which help reduce inflammation and keep your joints feeling limber. I think of my friend Tom, who's 72 and loves fishing. He started eating more salmon after his doctor warned him about his bone density, and now he's back to casting his line without that old shoulder ache slowing him down. He grills a salmon fillet with a little lemon and herbs, and he says it's the easiest dinner he's ever made. You don't have to be a chef to make fatty fish work for you. If fresh salmon feels like a splurge, canned sardines are a budget-friendly option that's just as powerful. Mash them up with a bit of mustard and spread them on a cracker for a quick snack. Or try canned salmon in a salad with some of those leafy greens we talked about. It's a bone-boosting double whammy. The beauty of fatty fish is that a little goes a long way. Eating it just 2 or 3 times a week can make a real difference. And if you're worried about the fishy taste, don't be. A splash of citrus or a sprinkle of your favorite spices can make it something you actually look forward to. As we're building this picture of stronger bones, you can see how these foods fit together like pieces of a puzzle. Let's add one more piece to make it complete. Now that we've got leafy greens and fatty fish in our toolkit, let's talk about the third food that's going to round out this bone-strengthening plan: nuts and seeds. These little powerhouses might seem small, but they're mighty when it comes to your bones. Almonds, chia seeds, and sesame seeds are especially great because they're rich in magnesium, which works alongside calcium and vitamin D to keep your bones dense and resilient. Magnesium is like the glue that holds everything together, making sure your bones stay strong under pressure. I think of my Aunt Clara, who's 65 and loves her morning oatmeal. She started sprinkling chia seeds on top after reading about their benefits, and she says she feels steadier on her feet than she has in years. She even jokes that her daily almond handful is her secret to keeping up with her grandkids. What I love about nuts and seeds is how versatile they are. You can toss a handful of almonds into your bag for a snack on the go, or blend some chia seeds into a smoothie for a creamy texture. If you're a baker, try adding sesame seeds to your muffins or bread for a nutty crunch. The best part? You don't need a lot to get the benefits, just a small serving a day can do wonders. And if you're watching your salt intake, go for unsalted nuts to keep things heart healthy too. As we're putting these foods together, you're probably starting to see how they're not just good for your bones but for your whole body. They're like a team, each one playing a role to keep you strong and active. Let's take a moment to think about how these 3 foods, leafy greens, fatty fish, and nuts and seeds, fit into your life. Maybe you're picturing a plate with a grilled salmon fillet, a side of sautéed spinach, and a sprinkle of sesame seeds on top. Or maybe it's a smoothie with kale, a handful of almonds on the side, and a sardine sandwich for lunch. The point is, this isn't about drastic changes or complicated recipes. It's about small, intentional choices that add up over time. And the beauty of it is that these foods don't just strengthen your bones, they boost your energy, keep your joints happy, and even lift your mood. It's like giving your body a daily dose of love. As we wrap up, let's think about how to make this a part of your routine. Start small, maybe add a handful of spinach to your dinner tonight or pick up a can of sardines next time you're at the store. Try one new recipe this week, like a salmon salad or a chia seed pudding. The key is consistency, not perfection. Every bite you take is a step towards stronger bones and a more vibrant life. I'd love to hear how you're making this work for you. Drop a comment below and share your favorite way to enjoy these foods, or let me know what you're excited to try. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up, it really helps us reach more people who want to live their best lives after 60. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips to keep you feeling strong and happy. Here's to thriving at every age. See you in the next video.